Welcome to the Paul Lovette Show, the show where truth meets bold patriotism. I am your host, Paul Lovette, and today we're going to cover the No Kings marches that are occurring across the nation, but we will be focusing on Corona, California. This is the Paul Lovette Show, and I have Dave. Hey, Dave, it's nice to meet you. We're out here at the Corona No Kings demonstration. So what brings you out here today?
I want to show my support for Donald Trump, and I don't believe he's a king. We don't have kings in America, and we never have. It's kind of an absurd idea, so I just thought I'd come out and see who believes that.
Yeah, okay. And so how do you feel about the fact that illegal immigrants or undocumented, however you want to call them, the fact that they're coming into the country illegally, but now claiming all our constitutional rights?
Yeah, I don't believe in that. I believe in legal immigration. I grew up in Southern California, and there's many legal immigrants that I am very familiar with, and my good friends, and they don't like it either. It's not fair. They jump the line. A lot of my friends, they paid a lot of money, they did a lot of stuff, passed a lot of tests in order to gain citizenship, and some didn't, and they went back, and it's not fair. That's all.
And I'm not sure if you've been watching. How do you feel about all the judicial rulings against Trump as he's trying to implement, the policies on immigration he ran on, and the American people still elected him?
Well, I think that the district judges do not have the right to usurp the president. He is the commander-in-chief. He gets to make these decisions, and the Supreme Court should ultimately make these decisions, not just some radical, attorney who's appointed to a judgeship that have bad ideas.
All right, thank you. I really thank you for your time. Can I get you hold up your sign? Oh yeah, there we go. Riley, so what would you guys like to say? First, why are you out here?
I'm out here because what's happening is horrifying. Our government is turning into a complete and total dictatorship, and it's practically a copy-paste of World War II. Step by step, the way to suppress a nation. This is turning into a Holocaust. The way that they're detaining people and locking them up and throwing them out. They just don't want brown people here, period. It doesn't matter if you're legal. It doesn't, even if you're illegal. It's not a crime to immigrate here. Illegal illegal immigrants, they have rights of their own. And ICE and the Trump administration are trampling all over the laws that we have had set up forever, just completely trampling over it, and nobody in charge is helping us. Nobody's doing anything.
In addition to that, it's just a violation of every citizen's rights. Everyone's getting treated like they're not, a citizen. Everyone's to earlier times, I don't know how to say it more, but everything's crumbling down, and we just don't want to see that happen. We're trying to pick up.
And what do you guys say to people that say, the issue of immigrants that immigrated, following the law versus those that entered the country undocumented?
I always hear people being in response to this, we'll come here the right way. It doesn't even matter if you're coming here the right way. People are going to their check-ins, their mandated court hearings, they're still being detained. And then even if you don't come here the right way, there are opportunities and availabilities for you to start making your footing here. And that's all that people are trying to do. They're not criminals, they're humans, and they're trying to find a better life here. They hold our civilization up, they hold this nation up. And they're humans.
Okay. So what do you guys say regarding the president? He ran on the issue of mass deportation, and now he's following through on what he said he would do. The people elected him. So what do you say about that? How do you feel about that?
I think the majority of American voters, I'm sorry, do you want to
No,
talk?
no.
I think the majority of American voters are extremely uneducated. I think that they do not understand the extent of what a mass deportation is, and I don't think that Trump voters understand exactly how many human rights, their own rights, us all as Americans, all of our rights are being desecrated, absolutely violated. I mean, I don't even know where.
Can you repeat the question again?
Huh?
Can you repeat the question again?
The question was, how do you feel about, like, the president ran on mass deportation and the people still elected him, and now we see he's carrying out what he promised to do. How do you feel about that? What do you say to those?
I feel like for some of them it's a wake-up call. 'Cause like I have like family members who are Republican and everything, and they're like Latinos for Trump, and now they're seeing the effects of what they asked for. So again, now they're scared. Now they're saying, "Oh snap, this is what I intended." But it's sad to say, but this is their wake-up call, and I'm glad that a lot of them are finally realizing their mistakes, and now we're seeing a shift even for Republicans to like move towards the right thing now.
Like I said, a lot of voters are uneducated. They do not understand the extent of the things that Trump says. They read headlines and they base all their views and morals and opinions on headlines. They don't think any deeper about it until it's in their face.
Yeah. The adults had told us not to believe everything on the internet.
And they believe everything on the internet.
All right, I want to thank you both for taking the time to talk with me. Take care. Wow, who has gotten to these young adults that they are so brainwashed? Dictatorship, this is a Holocaust, don't want any brown people here. Never mind, she's talking to a brown person. I'm just flabbergasted that these people think this way. They're not based in reality. They're not based in facts. And when we talk about coming into the country the right way versus the wrong way, you hear her say that basically it doesn't matter. She just disregards that. There's that break once again from what the law. We talk law and order, that we're all equal under the law. It's just it's just common sense, or should be common sense, that you're going to enter the country through the legal process. And all this deflection about people going to their hearings or immigration hearings and things of that nature. If people are in here illegally or committed a crime or things of that nature, then yes, they're going to be grabbed and sent out of the nation. They don't have a right to be here. I mean, despite what the liberal judges are saying and attempting to do, they don't. And we need to get this common sense on our head that strangers or people that break into the country are not and should not be entitled to the protections of this country. They should be exited from the country and come back the legal way. But anyway, and then her last comment regarding most American voters. I mean, I tell her the president ran on this ticket. He's executing the ticket. The people voted for him to execute this ticket. And her response, most American voters are extremely uneducated. Wow. What? Completely blows my mind. And this is sadly what so many liberal leftists and particularly young college age people think of conservatives and Americans who vote for law and order. It really is shameful. I'm Paul. I'm here with
Michaela.
Hi, Michaela. What is your message for the president?
Stop separating people from their families. I mean, it's the least you could do after everything else that you made it so clear you stand for. Leave people alone. Let them be with their families.
Thank you, Michaela.
Our democracy, stop dividing our people, stop being afraid of us. You know that united we are stronger than you, and you cower in fear to divide us. Stop this madness. Respect the country you are supposed to represent and protect.
Thank you. Oh, wow. Really? Can we say delusional? Hi, I have a podcast on YouTube. Can I ask you a couple questions?
God, I'm scared.
What kind of questions?
What brings you out today? What's your primary issue or goal?
Oh God, there's so many. There's so many, but I just want to show support for every person that is in this country right now. What's happening right now is very inhumane. And we need to be loud about this. It's very important.
Do you have a specific message for the president?
I have a few messages for them. That would be a long story. I just need him to calm down a little bit. He needs to look at the country that he's leading and listen to the people that live here.
Okay. And how do you feel about the people that take issue with, undocumented people coming across the border, accessing benefits, as opposed to those that come in the country legally? They follow a process. How do you feel about that?
There's slavery was legal, and that wasn't a right thing either. So just because they're coming in doesn't mean that it's a wrong thing to do. It's never affected me, and we don't need to be deporting anyone that's not a criminal. And this is not our country. This is not our land.
And do you have any concerns about the amount of money being spent on these individuals as far as benefits?
Wait, on
illegal immigrants or undocumented?
I have no concern. It has not affected me in any type of way.
What about your taxes?
Haven't seen a difference.
You have not? Wow. That's pretty amazing.
I really haven't.
Okay.
Whether they're here or not. I mean, they've been here forever, so there's no reason to be having them deported in the way that they're being deported right now.
Awesome. I thank you. I appreciate your time. What was your name?
I'm Ashley.
Ashley Paul.
Paul, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Wow, it must be nice not to know the impact of the amount of money being dumped into paying for benefits for undocumented aliens in the country. Miss Ashley it doesn't affect her, so she doesn't care. Just let them keep coming. And someday she's going to will know that it affects her taxes big time. It affects all our taxes that we're putting all this money into individuals who have broken into our country. We need look no farther than Europe to see the destabilization to their society by the influx of immigrants. So America needs to learn from Europe's failures so we don't repeat those failures.
No one's illegal on stolen land. No one's illegal on stolen land, and I mean, how can he do this to not just Mexicans but many other immigrants who are just trying to start a new life, especially when his own folks immigrated to our land.
His wife's not even from here.
Yeah, his wife's not even from here, so I mean, how is it okay for him to bring in immigrants and for him to just kick out whoever he wants out?
So how would you respond to those that take issue with people that came in undocumented as opposed to immigrants that came in the process?
I mean, if they're law-abiding citizens, I don't see why not give them a second chance. Give them a chance to go through the system. I mean, if you were to see where some of these people are coming from, for Palestine, for instance, I mean, some of these people are coming from war-torn countries and just trying to make a better life. As far as for Mexicans, being so poor as to where you can't even afford the basic necessities to live. I mean, it's a huge difference to come here and see the change of lifestyle, see what kind of opportunity we can get. The American dream wasn't just built for Americans, it was built for immigrants from all over the country, everywhere from Asia, from Africa to Europe, to all Latin American countries. I mean, everyone came here and just tried to basically replicate their own American dream.
The American dream. So how about, is there a sense that adapting to the American culture as opposed to, bringing Mexico or wherever here, making the American culture like there as opposed to assimilating to America?
Ask you this, what do you think American culture is? To me, American culture is a mix of every other culture around the entire world coming together. Because America isn't just one race or one type of person that came in and said, hey, we're Americans. No, it was a nation created by immigrants for immigrants, and now apparently all these other immigrants that are coming into today's land are now, it's not okay to be an immigrant.
No kids, no kids, no kids, no kids, no kids, no
Well, I want to thank you for your time. What was your name?
My name is Jesus.
Jesus, Paul.
Paul,
All right, nice to meet you guys.
Take care.
Yep. Do you have a message that you would like to share?
Yes, there are no immigrants on stolen land. We are one people. They're just Americans without papers.
Thank you. And with that, we're going to sign off the Corona No Kings 2025, June 2025 immigration protest. Okay, there we have it with Jesus and our last colorful young lady. They, along with the other interviewees, besides my first, they all have this logic disconnect to think that a country never stabilizes once it's formed, that you do close borders or control the influx and outflux of people. Because the people coming into the country must contribute to the country. Their first and foremost goal should be to assimilate into the country. And we're not saying they're giving up their heritage they come from, but their principal heritage needs to be becoming American, assimilating to American culture, contributing to the American society, and self-responsibility within our society. So today's No Kings protest was a stunning success for Corona because there was peaceful, a great exhibition of the First Amendment right to peacefully assemble, and we accomplished that goal today. I just hope that the individuals I've ran into, actually everyone here, will eventually realize that you must control entry and exit into a country. You cannot constantly give handouts because it's just going to bankrupt your society. So with that said, thank you for joining me. And until next time, this is the Paul Lovette Show.